The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. His throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. That's out to the left and complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
First down, Miami.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
6-yard line.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Mostert, the ball.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Midfield to the 48-yard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Mostert. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Got his target, Samuel. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Dolphins nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Let's get off the field. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. In your face.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Dolphins. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 29 yards.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Toss right side, Foster. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A try for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And on the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Second and 4 at the 49ers 20.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check. 45 at the mark. Defense wins championship, baby.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
They run. It's Foster. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
To number 17.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
46 yards.
Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
49er first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check 52.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the Dolphin first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, 49ers.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Watch the twist.
Here's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm scared.
2nd and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch you work.
43 is the mark.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 31.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Second and 7. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
A big loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And 2 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mostert. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They hand it off to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, 49er.
Partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.